And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. It's Friday night payday.
Well, after all,
they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. Up in the standings.
And for the Raptors, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
Here are the five for the Raptors. On the wing, Paul George, and it's Gooden in at the point guard position. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. And he banks in the layup. You know what's funny tonight? We have two teams that love to push the tempo, love the pace. Smitty, do you like the fact the NBA is getting faster?
You know, I like it, Kevin. What I don't like is the coming down and taking a shot, an ill-advised shot. There's nothing wrong with playing fast, getting the ball up the court. If you don't have an advantage or a high percentage shot, just bring it out and run your offense.
Stay within the offense, another.
Yeah, right? Stay within the offense.
Toronto with the ball, following the shot by Drew Holiday. A shot by Lowry, no good.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Pass to George. New Orleans moving the ball around. Gooden the pass to Favors. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Lowry. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
That pull-up jumper, a staple for the elite point guards. Count Lowry and their company.
Lowry against Holiday. Passes it to Gooden. The tray. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
The drive by Siakam, and the rejection by Favors. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Lowry finds Powell. Here's Siakam.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you are, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end. And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now here's Powell. A 24-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Lowry can't get it to go. New Orleans in the lead. George looking around. The pass to Gooden. From deep. They grab their own miss. Favors can't get it to go.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
The Pelicans have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And George kicks to Gooden. From the wing. A 3. But they recover it. And another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Gooden nails both of them.
And the Pelicans,
the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
And here's George following Kyle Lowry's three. Pass to Gooden. The three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the triple. Here's Siakam. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Gooden, and it's Gooden with the jam.
and really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Raptors trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Lowry. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lowry's got 10 points.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Now here's Gooden. 11 points for him in that last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Inside, George. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here is Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Five on the clock. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Here's Siakam. Pelicans pull it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the lead.
Over Lowry. Another one.
His shot making has been this quarter. He's taken over this game.
So timeout called here. The first for Toronto. From a low drama perspective, which stars do you think would be the easiest to play alongside and be their teammate?
I think Kawhi Leonard for sure, Kevin. Doesn't say much, just goes out and plays. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jokic, a lot of those superstars. I think Paul George is the guy that goes out and just plays. So there's a few out there that would love to play alongside.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor's checked in for Favors. Hayes comes in for Williamson. Hart, he's checked in for George. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Gooden. The Raptors getting the bucket. And it's Gooden with the jam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
It's a catch-22. You want your guys attacking, playing with a sense of freedom, but not if it means a bunch of turnovers.
The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Here's Boucher. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Okafor with the block.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And that one's good by Gooden.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Raptors trail by 8. Here's Van Vliet. He had 15 points last outing. Hit the floater, and the layup is up and in. Van Vliet's got 6.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Gooden. Boucher with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's go to the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And just like his brother Powell, Marcus active in humanitarian.
No, fatigue. Probably why I got so good that one time.
Lowry from outside. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In fourth, the Raptors.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Lowry. Baca is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Brett Van Vliet, and it's Powell in at the 3. Here's Gooden. Good on the baseline, Jay. Gooden's got the lead up to 10 now for New Orleans. Toronto.
Just feel it real quick. Oh, I thought it was healthy.
He's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey.
Yes,
Thank you. Toronto with the ball, and the Pelicans pick up 3 with their last shot. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
And here's a look at some numbers for Kyle Lowry. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 14 points a game last year. 8 assists and 5 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Now, here's Gooden. Lowry covering. Gooden up top. He's got 23. On the wing, George. To the right side. Shot clock at 3. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. Coming off a terrific season. 5th in assists. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace. He was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. Count that one. Van Vliet's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And Gooden kicks to Holland. 17-foot shot on the way. Shot by Gooden is no good. Down low. Here's Powell. Tries again. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now, here is Lowry. 13 points in the game. Left side of Baca. Pass to Van Vliet. Pelicans pull it in. Gooden's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Favors passes to Gooden. Over Lowry. Second shot opportunity. Now, here's Gooden. D right on him. Here's Favors. Kicks it to Gooden. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Williamson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Williamson's got 8.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Why is... And so it's New Orleans. Hold it. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They have an 8-point lead. And...
Shows somebody with 22 points and 23 assists, which is nobody.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Holiday. And it's Gooden in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Basket good. And that's 12 points for Paul George.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's on an open. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
Siakam outside. Dishes it to Lowry. Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Ibaka's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Pelicans leading by 13. Now good. Who's got 23? Back to George. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Marc Gasol is checked in for the Raptors. Davis comes in for OG Anunoby. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Outside Lowry. Pass to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Outside for Gasol. 3-pointers off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And again, Toronto no up. Pelicans leading by 17. And finished off by Williamson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Siakam passes to Gasol. Back to Siakam. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Paul George on top.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
Holiday with it. 7 points in the game. Coach one up. Rejected by Gasol.
The former defensive player of the year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
And stolen by Favors. Now here's Gooden. Now recovering. The turnaround jumper. And no good. Trying to use the glass. In the corner, Powell with it. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. Davis has got his third assist on the night. Now, here's Gooden. 23 points in the game.
The Pelicans are committed to New Orleans. Some have speculated they'd be a candidate to move to the Seattle market. Organization-wise, they have said they're not going anywhere.
And how about the communication between teammates on that field?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Toronto calls time. And when the new GM took over basketball operations, he knew ownership's commitment was a big factor.
They have said all the right things. Sometimes teams in the South can struggle with attendance. The Pelicans made it clear they want to win right here in New Orleans.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. Raptors also changing it up. Boucher is checked in. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Shoots it up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. 3 on 3.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Now here's VanVleet. Gooden defending. Right side Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's VanVleet.
That's why he's things out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes effort to get off a clean shot. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense. I love it when the high percentage. And the scary thing is,
you could join in the game. Came at the wrong time.